Hello, good afternoon. My name is Ojolo Atosin, as you know, at the Drive Innovative Public Car Live Summit is a 3 days live summit with Mr. Steven Aktayo. Yeah, we have Mr. Steven Aktayo on ground now, and we will love him to be on board. Okay, sir, you can mute. You have mute yourself, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Sir, you have mute yourself to speak out, sir. You have to unmute yourself, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, sir. You have mute yourself at the this thing. You have to unmute yourself, sir.
2 minutes, I'll join you.
Okay, sir. Yeah, after. Yes, we have our speakers and show.
Hi, my name is Samuel Somiwa. I'm here today to introduce to you what we call GenidoMobile.com. GenidoMobile.com is a recharge and bill payment platform where you can pay for all your bills, including DSTV, GoTV, StarTime, and also NEPA bills. You know, why our platform is very different from other platforms is that you get commission on every of your recharges. I advise you to go to www.GenidoMobile.com to register now. The first aspect is to register, the second aspect is to fund your wallet. And you can get for as low as 500 naira for 1 gig, and you also get 1,000 naira for 2 gig, and you can even get more on other SME data. To be a part of this amazing offer, log on to www.GenidoMobile.com to get started. Hi guys, my name is Samuel Somiwa. I'm here today to introduce to you what we call GenidoMobile.com. GenidoMobile.com is a recharge and bill payment platform where you can pay for all your bills, including DSTV, GoTV, StarTime, and also NEPA bills. You know, why our platform is very different from other platforms is that you get commission on every of your recharges. I advise you to go to www.GenidoMobile.com to register now. The first aspect is to register, the second aspect is to fund your wallet. And you can get for as low as 500 naira for 1 gig, and you also get 1,000 naira for 2 gig, and you can even get more on other SME data. To be a part of this amazing offer, log on to www.GenidoMobile.com to get started.
Introducing social banking from GT Bank. Anywhere, anytime, any device.
So, I understand your name is Frank Donga. Is that correct?
Donga.
Okay, Mr. Frank. You're here for a visa application. Is that correct?
No, Mama, it's visa. I've already done the application.
That's what I said. A visa application.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma, the visa. I need visa. I apply online. I've done the application online.
How long do you intend to stay, Mr. Donga?
As soon as we are finished, I go. They say it can't take long.
No. How long do you intend to stay in my country, Mr. Donga?
Okay, ma. I can't stay long. I have something doing. You understand? Soonest. Once I come back, I have a lot of things doing.
Can you give us a time estimation, Mr. Donga?
Ma,
Can you give us a length of time for which you'll be away, Mr. Donga?
no, I can't be away, ma. As soon as, once I finish everything, I return.
Can you convince me that you'll return?
I can convince you, ma. I can convince you.
Why would you return, Mr. Donga?
Ma, you know this place is not my place. Then anybody that is like market, you go to the market, you have to come back. You go, then you come back. So that's the thing. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's already there.
Okay, what do you do for a living, Mr. Donga?
You said,
What type of work do you do?
I'm a professional, man. I'm a professional. And somebody that is a professional now. Any work.
Why would you like to visit my country?
Yes, ma'am. It's like, since when I'm small, I've always have it in mind that abroad is a place that anybody who's a professional, anybody once you get to a professional level, you go to abroad, by the time you come back, your this thing is not ordinary again. So that's the thing. Because by the time, even as you understand,
Stay seated, Mr.
no, ma'am,
Donga.
because I want to show you, as I was growing up, I have it in mind that when the time I travel to abroad and as a professional I come back, that's it, man.
Tell me why you'd like to visit my country, Mr. Donga.
Because if you America is a place that any professional, he has to kneel down and pray. That once you go to abroad, America, you come back, your destiny is no longer the same. I visit all the important area. Martin Luther King, Washington DC, all these people. Because you have to know them.
Mr. Donga,
Yes, ma'am.
we give out British visas here, Mr. Donga. This is the British Embassy.
You can help me. You can give me that one too, ma'am. Because British. I can go, then I'll come back to you. You can give me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Donga.
Thank you, ma'am. Should I collect it now?
You can go now, Mr. Donga.
I should wait outside. Ma'am, you said I should wait.
Yeah. We are waiting for our speaker to get set and is already set to come on platform with us. On we have Mr. Steven Akentayo. He's a mentor to me. He's really a great mentor to me in so many ways, and I really respect him so much in everything that he have been doing in this country and all over the world also. Businessman. If you are saying that a businessman, Mr. Akintayo is a businessman. He has been in so many countries to train a lot of people in their business. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we have on set Mr. Steven Akintayo. Mr. Steven Akintayo on ground. Yeah, Mr. Steven, sir. Just some minutes, please. So very sorry. He said, just give him some minutes. He'll be with us shortly. Hello, sir. Yeah, hello, sir. Yeah,
Hello, guys. I really want to apologize. I'm 1 hour late. I've been in series of meetings and several people here. But but we'll be good. It's good to be here. So, well done, Tosin. You're doing a great job. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Tosin, well done. You're doing a very good job. You are you're one of us who started from a humble background, just like I started, very humble, and then
Yes, sir.
working your way to the top is one of the toughest thing you can ever do. But you're doing well. You're doing well. It's a story of you've not eaten and you're trying to help people to eat, and you've been doing that for a while now. And I know if you are just consistent and don't give up, it will speak in the end. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm to speak on how to build and grow business in the 21st century. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you who are here and watching live. Because I've taken so much time, I'll just do a 30 minutes and I'm out. So I let me give you a brief background about me. I'm Stephen Akintayo. I'm known as Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I started a business 12 years ago. And before then, of course, hustling. I was born in Maiduguri and my parents were quite poor. I remember we lived in a particular place for 5 years, no electricity, no running water, nothing. And I was just struggling. Eating was a difficult thing. And but I knew I wanted to be rich. I knew I didn't even have an option. I have to be successful. I have to become wealthy. And so I started reading about, I remember through a cousin, I learned about, that people can make money. There are books on wealth and wealth creation. So, well, I got this one by Robert Kiyosaki, right? A lot of us know that. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. By the way, what's the handle of this conference so that I can share the handle on my page so that some of my audience can, okay, I've seen it. Don't worry. I've seen it. I'm just going to share it now. So one of the thing that I then noticed was an issue of, hey, my parents were poor, but this book told me because the excuse I was hearing then, my mother used to tell me, Stephen, the reason we are struggling is because we did not, I did not go to the university. So my mother at some point, it was secondary school then, she worked in PSC and she was a civil servant. So before you know, our juniors that I mean, she literally mentored. Before you know, they became a top senior. So she kept telling us the reason I'm here is because I never went to university, and so it was a big deal that you have to go to school. But I was fortunate reading that book, read that poor that because apparently, as at the time the book came out, what was going on in the America had not started in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, then
Mm.
certificate was still very important, was still critical. But through that book, I got to know that I didn't need certificate to be rich. And in fact, the reason to have certificate had nothing to do with wealth. Because, for example, if certificate gives you wealth, then professors will have been the richest people in the world. Okay. And
Yes,
so I
sir.
got to learn a lot about that and then started that journey of reading books, self-help books, motivational books, finance books, and wealth creation, difference between assets and liabilities, the importance of building wealth, and all of that. So it helped me, and that was my journey. By the time I went enter university, I vowed that I'm going to structure my life in such a way that by the time I'm through with Olabisi Onabanjo University, if I do not get a job, I will be able to be able to create one. And by the way, instead of spending 5 years or two, I spent 8 years. That was another challenging, era, ASU strike, and a whole lot of the issues with our educational system. So by the time I finished, I remember printing out 100 CV because my mother, who needed and supported me to start a business, had died. So even the dream of going the business route. But the luck was that I had started business on campus. I did sell popcorn, I hawk electronics, I did so many things. So for me was continuing that in the real world wasn't student business is different from real business. And so I just felt, I won't continue. Let me get a job and learn. So I printed 100 CV. I wrote a cover letter that says, "Don't pay me until after 6 months that I've proven my worth." That was the letter I did. I dropped in the first place. They told me there was no seat for me to sit, and so they can't give me a job. I was very shocked because I couldn't believe it. I thought I had it figured out. I've told them, "Don't pay me." So why would you still be giving me tough time when I told you don't pay me to get a job? So it was tough, but I just had to continue. Then I had to start one of the business I started on campus. I just continued. It was tough, but today we've built a multi-billionaire corporation. Our real estate assets are in billions. We have almost 10 estates and we're expanding across. We have a vision of going 200 estates between now and the year 2035. And God has been on our side. So I gave you that background so that you know who I am. But I started that business with 1,000 naira, and we now have several subsidiaries, and God has helped us. So, reason for the background is so that you know who I am, and the reason why the organizers ask that I do this training and their perspective. I felt that basically that was the whole idea. So, once again, thank you so much for being part of this, and thank you to the organizers for inviting me. If you're ready for me, can you type? I'm trying to check so I see the conversations. Like I said, I always like an interactive class, so I like that it's very interactive and we're engaging. So I'd like you to engage me. If you're ready for this conference, can you type, "I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready"? Okay, if you're ready, type, "I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready." Okay, so number one, strategy. If you want to build and grow a business in the 21st century, is to form strategic relationships. You see, a lot of us make mistake of just getting so excited about ideas. And in reality, ideas are good, but the world has since moved on. Ideas alone cannot do it. People want ideas that have been executed in whatever small shape or form. And for that to happen, you can leverage on what called social capital, right? Because every time people want to start business, the argument is, "I do not have physical capital, cash." But you can form a strategic relationship that then gives you a social capital that gives you all that you need to end up executing that business idea. Number two that you need to building a 21st century business is identifying new opportunities. Now, new opportunity is a combination of what I call copyright. You copy and then you do it in the right way. So it's a combination of you are copying somebody, but there's some element of originality to it. Because this is also another way people mess up businesses, mess up ideas. If people are not executing an idea, it's probably because the idea is not useful in the first place. Probably because the idea cannot be executed. And I'll give you a typical example. Some of the best idea working right now is the likes of Uber. Uber is not a new idea, it's taxi. All that somebody did was to copy the taxi idea, add technology to it in form of an app, add, GPS to it, and then you have an idea. So the same thing here, you need to identify new opportunities by looking at existing opportunities and looking for a way to improve those existing opportunities and making them a lot better. Number three, research others, your competitors. There must be somebody doing it. If you don't have a competitor in a business, it probably means the business doesn't make sense. There must be a reason others are not doing it. What you need to do is check others that are doing it and then ask yourself, how can I improve with the resources I have? Unfortunately, when they say, how can you improve? Everybody think improvement means more money. I am into real estate. What did I notice? What was the innovation I brought in? All my competitors are not transparent enough. And customers are hungry, they are angry, they are pissed off, they want transparency. I mean, the UK should be able to buy land now. I mean, the US should be able to buy land without involving family members. So what did we do? We stream live. We'll go to the site and stream the video live. And that concept just turns things around. You're seeing the property you are buying. You are seeing the land. You're seeing everything. It's real. And some people are deceiving people with documentation. All that they were faking. So sometimes people say, I want to see document. At the end of it, you thought the document is real. You go to Alaza, it's real. But actually, the document is not for that specific location. So people, what we then do is we will be transparent. We should take you to the land using technology. You are seeing the property you buy. And it just helped us. So look at your company. What are they doing? But what are the other gaps they're not fulfilling but the customer wants? Then you take the market. Number 4, be adaptable, be flexible. Right? Some people didn't leverage on technology to do real estate. They're regretting now. Oh, all they were doing is come and see the land you are buying. Come and see the land you are buying. Okay, there's COVID. We can't move around the way we used to. Must I see the land? But GTEX is doing well because we built reputation, even when nobody thought it was good, of doing Facebook Live on land, doing inspection online, doing allocation online. The customer is in UK and is watching us via Zoom, and they mentioned the customer's name, and he knows the plot number they've given him. Case closed. And we're still doing that till tomorrow, and it's helped the company. Okay, hire the right people, right? And the right people is not about who you pay more. So sometimes the reason we don't have the right people is because we don't have money to pay well. No, it's the strategy, it's the environment, it's the ambience, it's the support system in the company that builds that rapport that makes it work. Okay, and of course, invest in yourself. You have to be better. You have to be good. You have to know what you're doing. The vision has to be solid. People should listen to you and be happy. People should hear your idea and your concept and feel it. Okay, so you have to invest in yourself. This is my strategy when it comes to investing in yourself. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Okay? Work harder, okay, on yourself than you do on your job. With these amazing principles, I see you build a 21st century business that will last long, I can assure you. And God bless you real good. And again, thank you for inviting me. I know it's short. I really apologize coming late. I've done everything I could, just been quite busy. I want to apologize.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
God
Sir.
bless you.
Amen. Sir. Hello, sir. Can you
Yeah,
hear me,
go
sir?
ahead.
Okay, sir. Sir, you are into agri. I know that you are into agriculture. And how do you came about it from GTEX, from media, GTEX, social media, digital marketing to real estate down to agri? How do you manage
I'm
these three
struggling
companies
to hear
together?
you. Come again.
Okay, let me say you from digital marketing, SMS, and other social media handle down to email, down to estate management. Now you are into agriculture and other things. How do you manage these three companies together? And how do you think when maybe someone like a young people that have this kind of company or ideas of three companies that you can do together, how do you manage it? Can you, if you can just motivate us on or brief us on how you manage these three companies together?
Well, for me, it's people. I think one of the mistakes that I've seen people make over and over and over again is people oftentimes always assume that I'm alone, right? And because I'm the one that is out there, I do a lot of media stuff, I'm alone, but it's just a mistake. Today alone, I've done meeting with not less than 50 people, different strategic meetings. Even the reason why I'm here late is with our media team. We're starting some media shows. There are directors. There are so many. So there are so many people who actually get the job done, and I want to, thank them for believing in the vision and investing. So I'm just like the mouthpiece. I'm just the what I do more is the marketing part of it as well as the idea and the vision. But the execution is not done by me. There's so many amazing people who work with us who do the execution. And I think that's where we miss it. As long as you're not greedy, you're willing to share, right? People will be willing, and I can assure you a whole lot of them will be willing to work with you. A whole lot, I know a whole lot of them, trust me when I say a whole lot of them, will be willing to work with you to make your dreams come to pass. Just don't be greedy. Just don't be greedy. I know somebody, for example, that we just brought on board to do some media work for us. Our salary is more than what I'm earning every month. Can you imagine that? Yes, it's
Yes,
worth
sir.
more than me, the MD, CEO, owner, whatever you call me. She's based on the agreement, she's earning more than I do. But hey, if she's bringing what will help the company go bigger, pay her. But in this part of the world, we're quite greedy. We want people to bring value. We're not willing to pay them. So for me, is that we have the right people, we have quality people, and we're, of course, doing everything to make sure we pay them.
Oh, okay, great, sir. That's so very great, so amazing. And just, sir, before you go, before we release you, just a brief advice for young people that I know a lot of young people now that even university students that they're going to resume back next year and we don't know what is
Get
going on now.
engaged. Get engaged. Go look for companies. Tell them you want to work for free. Companies that symbolize where you want to be. Go work there. It's the same method I use then. Go do it. I stopped at the third place. By the way, I didn't finish that story. I stopped at the third place because I was then encouraged that I had already started business on campus and I should just continue with it. You may not have all those backgrounds to be able to own a business. And even if you want to own a business,
Yeah.
go and look for someone who's running the kind of business you want to own and work for free. But get engaged. Stop sitting at home watching Big Brother. You're gonna be poor, and your children will look at you. See, you are young today, and everything looks good. You can be abusing the whole generation, abusing politicians. Very soon, it's you they will be abusing. Your children will say, I had a very lazy dad. My dad was quite lazy. He was lazy,
Mm.
right? They will tell you, oh, my dad is too ambitious. Just ambitious, he ain't gonna do anything. I remember growing up, and I learned this from my own dad. I remember telling my wife one day, I said, there's one thing my children will know me for. Even if things goes bad that I cannot afford to pay the bills, my children must know a father who kept fighting, who kept working
Mm.
hard, who kept pushing. I told my wife, I'm never gonna, I don't know tomorrow, so I can't guarantee that I'm gonna make it. Even though God now did it, I made it, and I'm making it. But that one thing I vow is to make sure my family can see me pushing every day and they
Oh.
can see their chest and say, Daddy is one of the most hardworking person I ever met. He kept going, he never gave up. I think those are the things young people should begin to think of. Like, the Nigeria is messed up, we know. But I'm going to keep fighting so that my children can know that, Daddy did all he could. And I
Mm.
will never forget that about my mother. My mother died of ovarian cancer. If I have any regret today is that she's not alive. She was
Wow.
alive. I saw her fighting and I picked it from her. At least I have a great memory of a mother. She may not have given me the best of lifestyle, but she was fighting. And that attitude she
Mm.
put in me got me. So that's the same attitude. I'm not going to give up. Okay, success is not an option, it's the only option. I will keep fighting until this thing works. That is my advice to young people. Get yourself busy. Stop being idle, sitting at home. Agbaya near now. Agbaya.
Hey.
You are 24, you are sitting at home. 27. Your mate was the president of Nigeria at 27. Go on is his name. At 27, Wole Soyinka was a global icon.
Mm.
Agbaya near
Mm.
now. Oh, go do something with your life. Stop giving excuses. Everybody has one. And you can find one if you want to. Wake up,
Yeah.
do something. You are better off being known as not being paid for your hard working than being lazy. Which title do
Wow.
you want? Lazy or boy, but they are not paying well. It's better. You have dignity. There's dignity in labor. That's the lifestyle you want. If you need to volunteer somewhere, go volunteer. You work for free. Work. Okay, they say they can't pay you because you don't know. Can I work for free, sir? And
Hmm.
learn the thing for free. That's how you do it. There's a
Yeah.
guy, who has my streaming in our company. Do you know I never even knew this guy was not a graduate? And he's probably the
Wow.
only non-graduate in our business. It's okay, sir, I can do website, I can do things. He was just on my neck. So okay, come, help me do. Before it was when HR was not doing those, this guy is not he has not even entered university.
Wow.
So
Wow. Good one.
anything, I want to work for free. Forget sir, I'm ready to work. Right? And today now, when other big people in the office talk, he talks too because his position is critical to the whole streaming. Everything everybody does. Right? And guess
Wow.
the funny thing, after 6 months internship, he said we should permanent him. We all have no choice. Degree or no degree. You are making a full time because he now has this skill. And you'll be thinking you go and get somebody else before you train that person. Just continue to use the person that you already have.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Hakintayo. Wow, he's my mentor. If you don't know, he's a really great mentor. I work under him during 2016, 2017 for free. I work for free for not collecting anything as a graphic designer, and I learn a lot. You said you this boy that you are soldier come soldier go, because then where I'm living was so very far. I'm soldier come soldier go. I never be stable till
So I
I came
fired
back to.
I fired him even though he was there to work for free. And these are values that I think are important that people learn. And I want to commend you. I love your spirit. You're not giving up. You keep
Thank you,
fighting
sir.
every day. I think that the attitude. Just don't give up.
Yes.
You will get there.
Thank you, sir. Amen. Amen.
I got to
Thank
have love meeting. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thank you for joining us, Mr. Stephen Akitayo. God bless you, my mentor. God bless. Yeah, I've heard everything from Mr. Stephen Akintayo. Don't give up and find something doing. You that you are a student, a university student, go and work for free. I did that also. I worked for free for Mr. Dayo Izo, for Honorable Dayo Izo, for 5 years. I work. Let me see, is it 5 years or 6 years? I work for free as a volunteer for Mr. Dayo Israel. But now I am enjoying what I'm doing. I'm not yet a graduate. I'm not yet in university. Moti was school. I'm not yet in university. But I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Stephen Akitayo once again. And we will join us by 1:30 on education. That is Mr. Dare Akinlaja and Tosin Sanusi by 1:30. We will see you soon. God bless you. Love you. Mwah.